Hi, I'm going to talk about how this BAT course is built up, and we have some videos here on the courseware page where we have class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we follow these numbers as per the course mentioned on the about course page. So the about course page has got the number of classes that we have, and now I'm going to link all this to the broader way on how they are seen in the BAT. So the first class is about introduction and strategy. This talks about what you need to do depending on the various background that you belong to. Then we have corporate finance. So if you see the syllabus here of the Bloomberg assessment test, you find that it has got investment banking, financial statement analysis. So the investment banking would have question on most of the times FCFE. So I'm just typing this for you. Investment banking would have FCFE. Let me zoom this. Investment banking would have FCFE and EV by EBITDA multiple, and what would happen in case of a acquisition. How are you going to price a company by using FCFE, and what would be the final EV by EBITDA, and about this multiple. So this is about the acquisition. Again, this topic, investment banking, contains equity and corporate finance. I'm telling you this because when you see the course here and you see that you have got 12% investment banking and around 12% financial statement analysis, so you should make sure that you don't invest more than 12% time. Don't invest more than 12% of your time. Now when we move to the financial reporting or accounting part, again we have got various adjustments. We have got how to calculate price to earning, the normalization. Again, this normalization comes into FCFE that we use. Then we have payable, receivable, working capital management, and these kind of things, and how to calculate the formula for FCFE and FCFF. Now when you know how to calculate them, then you can find out the discount rates and find out the pricing that you have for various companies. So the definition of FCFE and FCFF would come here. Now if we link it with this course, you see the financial reporting analysis, the equity. So equity will come again under both of them, but if we were to broadly classify, equity will come like 50% here, and equity will be 50% here. So equity is 50% at both ends, but you need to make sure that combined of both you don't invest more than, combined of the two you should not invest more than 24%. If you have got time, you should look at the other part here. Then let's go to the courseware and analyze what we have here. We have got the FCFE and FCFF, again the investment banking. Then we have got the Bloomberg terminal. This would go across various things. So this would go across the charts, the news analysis, and the global market. So it's a small one. So the Bloomberg chart is a small one. Don't invest more than 2 hours in the Bloomberg chart or understanding how Bloomberg works. Now then there is fixed income. Now fixed income you would see most of the time in the news analysis, and the reason why I am telling this because most of the times you would have things like credit default swap, you would have topics like sovereign risk, you would have a topic like correlation between fixed income instrument versus equity instrument, how are they behaving, and how is the interest rate fluctuation and analysis. So this comes under more or less news and economics. So this has got less to do with the equity valuation. So this would be our main focus in the fixed income part. So for example, if we were to talk about sovereign debt, we used to talk about credit default swap for the nations like emerging nation, credit default swap for the PIGS nation, and understanding how they have behaved. The news would also talk about the interest rate, how interest rate has moved up and down, and how would that affect your fixed income instruments. So fixed income would come something between news analysis and equity market, but again it would be like 30 to 40% of this 24%. So if you look at fixed income, you should get around 10% of the question in fixed income. So just make sure you don't utilize more than 10% here. So if you don't understand this fixed income, you can just skip it through. These lectures would be like good enough. If you want another retake, just let me know. Then we have alternative assets. This would be like something in the global markets, but this is again very less. So I would give AI this class a weightage of 5% for the exam, not much. Then we have interpreting market news, how to use the Bloomberg's website and understanding different sections of the website, and chart of the day, and interpreting market news. So as you can see that news section is 12%, chart analysis 12%. So chart of the day, just doing these charts or chart of the day, you can actually hit around 24% of the exam. So if you just do the chart of the day, you can hit 24%. The chart of the day would actually involve a lot of other things, but in the meantime we'll also talk about how markets are behaving. So the chart of the day would be mostly based on news and investment decisions. So the chart of the day here is like global markets on 24%. So here on the courseware we have got the chart of the day. Now permutation and combination and analytical reasoning, the classes are less here. You can request a live class. This is 12%. So these are the permutation and combination. Then we have the PowerPoint of these lectures. Now there are some videos which are actually down here, which are added quite late. So like for example, if a new student join in, we have got some videos. The best part here is that you can request a retake of like 3 classes. So you can go here, you can select the retake that you want to take. So I would recommending taking one session with Arpit here on the analytical reasoning. So you can take one session with Arpit, and you can have around 2 to 3 sessions with me, mostly on the chart of the day. And the reason why I am talking about 2 to 3 lessons on chart of the day is because that would cover a lot of things. So whenever I start a chart of the day question, I would talk about economics, I'll talk about news, I'll talk about what the global market is, the equity boom is going on in the global market, what is the scenario. So a chart of the day class or the chart of the day section would actually cover around 50% of the exam, and the analytical reasoning would cover 25% of the exam. So if you just take 2 or 3 chart of the day class with me, you can actually have a look at all the topics that you get there. And if you get the analytical and the maths class with Arpit, then again you can get a lot of things there. So this is about how to strategize your preparation and how to link the courseware with the exam syllabus. I hope you found it useful, and for joining the course you can check out the link.